What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to the RiftGuides WildRift video. We have the revival of one of the most insane champions when it comes to hardstyle and life stacking, Sion. This champion reaches HP levels no other champion usually gets to, thanks to the power of his passive, or rather second ability, as well as hardstyle. So running Grasp on this champion is kind of a given, and this champion thematically should get absolutely obliterated by Fiora, but superior macro will allow this guy to win this game, especially thanks to the rune Demolish. And by the way, the biggest, well, not biggest event, like one of the biggest events when it comes to gacha is currently still live on WildRift, and it's actually not that bad if you get the like 1800 wildcard pass, and if you want to get it a little bit cheaper, well, a lot cheaper, just check out my partners in the description below. You'll save big time on any type of skin in WildRift that you can purchase via the store. So don't let yourself get drained money-wise, and yeah, give my partners a shot. Just check out the description below. When it comes to early game, Fiora is kind of a menace to deal with. You really have to be lucky and hope that she's itemizing really poorly. Other than this, she should just run over you. The problem with current Fiora, or dealing with current Fiora, is if she goes for high AD items, like for example Gluttonous Grease as well as Eclipse, her passive damage will be too high and you simply cannot survive. Later on, as she gets more items, she can even put like a Divine Sandra in there, making her borderline immortal against you. That's one of the problems when you play a tank into Fiora. Nonetheless, there are a few things that certain tank champions can do into her that make life a lot better. What do I mean by this? Okay. For example, Fiora in a teamfight is not really a champion in a sense that she doesn't really do too much outside of just running at people. She really has to get that flank. She's way better off in the side lane. Sion, on the other hand, can cheat the map a tiny bit with his ultimate ability, which allows him to go for cheeky rotations, as he would be forced to give up the tower anyway. With that done, he can accumulate leads on the entire map that will help his team more and therefore give him an easier chance at winning the game. But you see, Bro has mana issues, fighting it out with the Fiora, and Grasp is a powerful tool, but it sadly isn't enough, and now he will sadly fall, gets his levels, level 5 here, tries to get the wave in, will probably not get the cannon, doesn't get the cannon, and the wave is in a terrible state. Theoretically speaking, yeah, he's forced to use ult. Because the wave, like, he has to deal with this one, he has to deny Fiora as well. That way he can at least give himself some breathing room back, as well as proccing at least once with his Demolish. Oh, the wave completely dies, so yeah. But he gets 20 health from the Scorpion, so we ball. Takes away the fruit, like a true madman. Doesn't really want to do anything but to push the wave here. Another strategy that Sion players love to employ is simply trading their life for objective damage. Up to a point where they're not worth money anymore. The problem right now here is, if the Fiora actually invested into 80, oh, she goes plated? That's crazy. She actually went, that's actually pretty helpful for the Sion, because now the Sion doesn't die so fast. The Sion will not die as fast as he's supposed to, and therefore life is going to be a lot better. Also quite interesting that Fiora is taking Conqueror, which she could have taken Grasp for easy stacking on the Sion. Because these are the few things you have to keep in mind. Fiora is probably the best abuser of free Grasp stacking into tanks, which grants her so much extra added HP. And having this HP gives her more like breathing room to make other plays on the map, or just generally just force dives, etc. But yeah, you have to keep in mind you're doing less damage, but well, you're basically having another, like you're having a baby heartstyle that you're constantly proccing. Because Fiora can proc it like every 4 seconds with her lunge, so keep that one in mind. Yeah, Sion can't really do too much in this match. He has to just survive. That's like the best he can do. Hope for Fiora mistakes, and that's it. But yeah, first mistake of Fiora was actually going for plated, because, I mean, in theory they're really good into Zed, and just generally into his team outside of the Zyra. But it will impair her, snowball potential quite a lot, which you do not want to do on this champion. It also seems a little bit counterintuitive, because she goes for plated into then Manamune, which seems pretty weird. So she has 0 AD, and you see, Like, she doesn't do any damage right now, because, well, she doesn't have AD, and her passive scales with AD. So all Fiora mains, please pay attention to what your champion does and how much stronger it becomes with the raw AD, and life becomes a lot better. Okay, the Drift King. I mean, that's a nice drift though. Zed gets 1. They will also probably just get this objective here. This was a relatively big rotation, making it definitely a lot easier. Has Heartsteel on base, will finally get his first Demolish proc onto this tower. Also, if you look into his item build, you see Mantle of the 12th Hour. This is so this item is so broken, especially on Sion. The reason is this item grants you health. It's not healing, it's granting you health, dependent on your bonus health. And Sion's passive, or his W passive, I think it was either his normal passive or his W passive, I don't know which one it is in WildRift right now. But you have it anyway. Also grants you bonus health. So you reach insane amounts of HP, which then, well, provide you with pretty decent value. You see, you got like 36 health from Heartsteel, getting these grass procs on top. But Fiora now finally getting more and more AD. I think she has the completed mana mune now. 153 AD. Thing is, she could have had that so much earlier. And yeah, she makes the matchup actually looks hard. Because there should be no way that Sion should ever win this. Not in a lifetime. It's like one of the most illegal things I've seen. But we move. MF just gunned that guy down. There's no way. Yes, Syndra, that's a very nice attempt. Very much appreciated. Oh, but there's a Nyla. Well. Heartsteel 1. Come on, we go for one more. No! The fear? No! No, the slow smite! It's over. It's pure depression. What can do? Fiora plated mana mune under the longsword. Yeah, she parries that one, but we easily avoid that. Fiora flashes away, gets full combo by the Zed, but will not take that much damage. Plated Steel Cap's value is now popping off, I guess, in that play. $1139 damage on the Demolish proc. Sadly, the Demolish proc didn't really do anything because the tower was dead already. Which means she lost the cooldown. Shouldn't be too much of an issue though. Bro walks up, cancels her recall. Demolish still about halfway. He wants to get the Heartsteel proc. Bonk. Why now? You know, if the Fiora had more AD, she could just run him down. Like, you know how broken Gluttonous Grease are on Fiora? Like, Gluttonous Grease, as well as having Bloodline, is insanity on that champion. Because think about fighting into a high HP target like Sion. Your true damage is dependent on enemy max HP, and then suddenly you hit them for like 1 quadrillion true damage, and then you just heal. Nah. It's over. The mental war has been lost. It cannot be won anymore. F in the chat for my bro Sion. He can't escape. Poor guy. Poor guy. It's a tough time. Fiora finally actually getting to work on that upper side here. Look at the bottom buff bar. It's 690 plus 232 HP simply from passives or items. And it doesn't even factor in Grasp. So you see the HP bar he has. It's an insane amount of HP. And he will get a big amount of AD thanks to Titanic as well. Nyla being spotted, Nyla flashes away. He's a big chonker, he can soak a lot of damage for a lot of time. He still has Gargoyle as well, he can play for hard steel stacks, play for time, see that his team can follow up. Gargoyle being popped right now, MF ulti going out, but barely anyone is getting hit. Swain is, while popping ult, doing nothing. Typical Swain moment. But at least he has 3k HP, but yeah, you see, second wind of Sion does more than Swain damage does, but he will die to Ignite. Oh, 1 HP? We leave. We live those. Let's go. But yeah, unfortunately, Swain truly isn't a champion. What did he even go for? Fiora should be able... Ah, he trades ult, okay. Does he go full back with this? He should. Because it's, I think it's equally as fast as just recalling. Because there's no point. Yeah. Thornmail to make life a little bit harder for them. So they don't sustain as much. Also, something that's pretty underrated on so many tanks is having Sunfire. Okay, Fiora has Serpents. I mean, she shouldn't need it, realistically. Because she should be like pop stomping the Sion. There should be like no hope for the Sion. Shouldn't even be close. So he needs to be really careful here in a sense of, like, he needs to just give his team vision and set up Baron vision. So they can't just lose Nashor with like a sneaky Nyla move. He should also be looking to get on to the other side of the map, working on this bottom side, forcing the enemy to send people to him. Technically speaking though, I think it might be problematic if the enemy sends Fiora, because he can't really do anything into her. He can just play for time, and then he's on the losing end. I wonder if Fiora, thanks to itemization, actually gets dunked on. Okay, Heartsteel being popped, big mistake by the enemy team, beautifully capitalized on. Nyla going in for the play, picks up 1, but yeah, the Sun is a little bit too tanky. Nyla needs a lot more items to deal with that guy. Because one of the things that's pretty good into Nyla is having super high HP. Because Nyla obviously doesn't really care about your resistances as much as she cares about your total HP bar. And this guy can tank towers for approximately 19 business days because he has too much HP. You see his bottom, in the bottom buff bar, it's 1414 HP. And we don't even factor in Grasp. So it's definitely a big amount of value. And you can also tank this Nexus Tower for eons. Like, he just doesn't have to care. Oh, there's no way they don't end. He could have actually just tried to full end, I think, if he chooses to die for it. Oh, this is so tough. Nyla is on the chase down. Lucian loses flash. This might be a really, really bad situation for the Sion here. Because the enemy will certainly get Nashor now, no? There's just no way they don't go for Nashor. Does Sion immediately ult bot lane for pressure? Or is he going back up there? Okay, he's going back up there. He wants to hopefully deal with them at Nashor. Assuming they're there, which they should. There they are. Goes in. Looks for the Nyla. Gets his shield popped. Maybe he has a chance of doing something. Maybe he gets 1, but I think she just jumps over the wall. He realizes this. Yeah. He tried to be the hero, but there's only so much he can do if nobody wants to follow up on that play. Because now, with that done, the enemy... Why are we ulting a Swain? Bro. This is what I mean. They choose to give these... Look, let's go... Look, they choose to give these people value. Guys, look at my Zed. Look at the enemy Syndra. She doesn't have any armor. Who do we ult, guys? Yes, we ult the Swain, who is completely worthless, with plated steel caps, Heartsteel, Bramble Vest, and another Kindle Gem. Anyone on this entire team is indefinitely squishier than the Swain, but we go on to the Swain. Well played, bro. And this is what I mean, that this pick is completely worthless, and people choose to give him value. That's a conscious choice. And that is something that people really need to understand. Just stop hitting him. Ignore him, he doesn't do damage. This champion is an early mid-game champion, and if you go full AP, then you actually deal damage, but then you also get tapped. But bro just doesn't do anything. Bro is at best annoying. Yeah, have fun clearing Baron minions, yeah. Fiora pops the ult, jumps this guy. That was through Gargoyle, by the way. There was such a huge... Look at this, that it's not even remotely close. You see how unfair it is? And I don't think Fiora has proper items into this champion. Let's see if he opens up the scoreboard for a moment. Yeah. Guys. Look. She has Mana Immune. Super high AD item at this point, yeah, cool, super high damage. Serpents for anti-shielding, okay, we can make the argument, it's not necessary though, because they only have one champion with a shield, so it's whatever. And then we got Trinity Force. Into this amount of HP, we go Trinity Force? Really? We don't want to win? Okay, I guess. Fair enough. Because Divine Sandra would just be too bad, right? Because Divine Sandra healing you on this amount of HP would just be unfortunate. Oh, he doesn't have enough damage to kill these cannon minions instantly with the ult. He could have gone for the Drift King moment then. He's hiding, not showing that he's still here. He one-shots the tower with Demolish, by the way. Yeah. So here we go. Zeri, you can't really deal with this guy. I'm sorry, you can't. The only way Zeri can deal with this guy is having Blade and Riftmaker. And Terminus, obviously. Does he get the tower? No, he can't defend this tower. And now Fiora can actually just kill him. Yeah, and this isn't even with Divine. Like, with Divine, she would not even, like, lose HP. It's criminal, by the way. Does she die for this? Would actually be so huge to have her dead. Oh, she lives. That's so unlucky. It would be such a huge thing for the objective. Now Sion doesn't have anything left. And MF just blew her ult for the Fiora, and Fiora will probably just turn on her and kill her. Oh, this is nearly unplayable. This is unplayable. And they don't have their jungle. Like this, how are they supposed to get... Like, there must be some luck involved to get this one. Ah, there's no way. And now Swain is a champion. He has Elder, so... He's gonna absolutely demolish these people. If he ever gets close, that is. But only if he gets close. And yeah, he's doing his best to actually just achieve something. There's not much he can do, because there's no options for him. He has to be really, really careful, because he just gets one shot. Ah, well, not one shot, but you see the HP bar he has. He has a 90 billion K HP. Nyla is doing her best dealing with this guy. Yeah, he at least gets double inhib. Trying to deny the Nina a little bit, but that's all he can do. Dealing some damage to minions, just trying to fix waves in a sense. But he got two inhibs, which makes life a little bit easier. So they have at least 2 super minion waves pushing into the enemy waves, especially with Baron probably going to the hands of the enemy team. And he's like his best hope is to actually find an angle to push X side lane again. So let's just accelerate this one a tiny bit. Yeah, enemy team got Baron. Elder is 20 seconds remaining. I really thought that Nyla would deal more damage to Sion though, by the way. Like, this was just, like, pitiful. Does he trade his life for the 3rd inhib? Or does he go around? I wonder how much damage he does. This is very questionable gameplay. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean, he's wasting time off their Baron. He can't really defend anyway. There's not much he can do. Bro's angry with his camera management. He has had enough. Like, it's just such a crime against humanity for Fiora not to have Divine Sandra in this video game. And again, the Swain gets full comboed. When the Swain is the least useful character in this entire game. It's actually dramatic. Especially when you consider that Z ultimate, like late game, barely has any cooldown, so like I think it's like 28 or something. So you can always just trade it for your Zhonyas, because the enemy has Zhonyas if they're squishy, and otherwise they just die. Okay, Nyla still looking for potential plays. Baron about to fade away in 10 seconds. It's still playable. MF pops the ult to defend the base. Realistically, a very good choice. She doesn't need her ultimate in the near future, because there's nothing to do. Okay, Sion is trying to fix the side waves. Trying to abuse the fact that the enemy did what they did, and he's gonna run around the block trying to get the waves as low as possible. Nyla will take a decent amount of time to kill this guy, because he does be tanky, but she also has Twin Guard. But you see the damage she's dealing to herself. If he had completed Sunfire, he wins this easily. And the mantle of the 12th hour is so broken. It's so broken. And the grass procs, like if he gets a grass proc, it's so much healing as well. Because I think the buff was to 3% max HP, right? The healing. Yeah, but living through Fiora is not an option. That is impossible. Look at how he just walks after her. Just please, let me get her. And Nyla gets the kill here. They're all too low HP. Zara walks up, tries to do as much damage as possible to that guy. Wait, let me see the Nyla items. Bro. I see. This guy is immortal. Because Nyla counts as a melee champion, and we have physical, physical, physical. We have DD, we have Twin Guard, we have this item, we have plated steel caps. This lad is not gonna die. The only problem she has is, number one, she has super delayed mortal reminder. That's a big problem for damage. And she doesn't have anything to deal with the magic damage the Sion is doing. That's actually one of the biggest problems. Because Sion's damage, a big portion of the W, for example, is magic damage. I think, no, it's only magic damage. Sunfire is magic damage, and Thorman is magic damage. Enemy didn't pay attention to the waves here at all. Zed tries to assassinate the Nyla. It doesn't really work out because he probably didn't check for Nyla's items, because she's absolutely invincible against that guy. And we have an enormous wave on the top side. Look at this giga wave slowly just approaching the base. He tries to do as much damage as possible to these minions. He will get the majority of them actually cleared. Only the super minion will remain. No way. There's no way he ends this game. Nah. But he's forcing the enemy to rotate towards him, so his team can maybe pick some people. Bro just heals so much through Grasp. Yeah, Nyla has to be mindful here. Bro's playing for time, and Nyla doesn't really, like, it takes a decent amount of time for her to kill this guy, because now Mantle procs, we have Gargoyle. She's actually getting herself killed. Because yeah, she doesn't have any ways of dealing with magic damage, and now he just ends the game. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. That's so insane. And where was Fiora the entire time? What was Fiora doing this entire game? She was supposed to just, you know, own this champion and completely demolish him. But for some reason, she just disappeared. Okay, a quick item rundown here. What do we have? No Mortal Reminder Lucian, my goat. Zara is a support Zara, it's fine. It's whatever. She could have debated like tier 1 anti-healing for later, but it's really not, like, it's whatever. APMF, my goat. Zed, I'm unhappy that we don't have Mortal in this video game. It's really helpful to have Mortal against these type of champions. And yeah, Sion is doing basically everything he can. Creating so much space. Sorry, the enemy team. We have Swain. Yeah, it's the build of please hit me and let me be useful. We have on-hit Zeri with Wit's End against 1 AP and Sion. So yeah, we don't have Blade the Rune King. So we have worthless items. Amazing. Syndra, this much is okay. That is not a problem. This item is to deal with Sion. This item is all really helpful against Sion. You can debate going for Ludin into Ryzen Focus, into Rabadon, into then the other items and then change Ludin later on. Nyla has one problem this game. I don't think you want to go QSS this game. I think you want to go Stasis. And I don't think you want DD. I actually think as the game progresses, you earlier you go for Immortal, and then later on you actually buy a Maw. I think Maw helps you so much more into dealing with the Sion, because he has so much magic damage that it takes you too long to kill him. And Fiora, yeah, she doesn't even have Divine into Sion. I don't know what she's thinking. She's cooked. And yeah, that's it for today's video. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Obviously comment as well to boost the algorithm. If you want to get skins cheaper, check out my partners in the description below. Also check out the main channel of these videos. It's all posted in the description. And we'll see each other for more content very soon. Please don't go bone plating on Sion. And that's it for today's video. Thank you and bye bye.